sitting in church by himself. Like, I'm starting to think this is part of the money scheme, baby. She knew somebody was going to record her walking away and leaving Chrisean Jr. by himself. Just like she knew what she was doing, knowing that baby was sick, not taking him to the doctor, knowing we was going to make a spectacle out of it. Just all this is really, really sad, okay? She don't care about that baby. She's making money off that baby. She's making money off that baby's circumstances, his disability, everything. Like, wasn't nobody sitting in that row with Chrisean Jr.? And she's all the way up through the church. Like, it just be real convenient that all this is being recorded. I feel like everything Ronnie was saying about her is true. She definitely is manipulative. And she's not right. And somebody needs to go get that baby. Like, how long is this gonna take? Because I don't know if Chrisean Jr. is gonna make it, baby. Like, she don't give a damn because she's making her little coin off this. Like, this is really ridiculous at this point.
Who the hell is in church with Chrisean always recording her and Junior? So they recorded Chrisean today, leaving Junior unattended, right? On the floor, unattended, right? They got her walking off and he's sitting on the floor. So I just want to know, I'm not a Chrisean fan at all, just letting y'all know that, just to be clear. But if you're in church and you're recording the neglect that this mom is giving to her child, what are you there for? Like, what are you in church for? You're recording her and not reporting her. Like, what you in church for? To me, you just as bad as Chrisean. Because you in church at this point now every Sunday to record Chrisean and her baby, to expose the neglect that we've been knowing going on. Like, I'm tired of seeing videos of her neglect being put on Front Street and nothing is being done about it. Don't get me wrong, most of us, like me, I'm in Louisiana, it's nothing I could do. But the people that's like literally sitting in church with her, they know where she's gonna be at on a Sunday, report her. Do something. We don't have that much. As those of us who speak about it, we only speak about what y'all post on social media. But y'all be having access to this woman and just record for what?
The internet did not just whisper about this, it rang the bells, flipped the lights, and turned a Sunday setting into a weekday war zone on the timeline. Because a church visit plus a celebrity name plus a child plus a viral claim equals one thing algorithm fireworks with zero adult supervision. Suddenly everybody online became a witness, a judge, a moral philosopher, and a part-time security camera expert. Feeds are flooded, comment sections are foaming, and reaction channels are circling like helicopters over digital chaos. One side says the story is exaggerated beyond recognition. Another side says it's being minimized with Olympic-level spin. And the rest of the internet? Eating popcorn like it's a competitive sport. This whole situation escalated faster than a group chat leak before a wedding. Screenshots flying. Opinions multiplying. Certainty levels at 100 with evidence levels still buffering. We've got viral claims, member reactions, defender threads, critic sermons, and enough hotcakes to melt 3 servers and a podcast studio. If this were a TV drama, the producers would say, too unrealistic, tone it down. But the internet said, turn it up. What was claimed? Who spoke out? What got twisted? And why is everybody yelling? The moment these church-related claims started making laps around social media, the timeline didn't just react, it went into emergency rumor mode with sirens, flashing lights, and absolutely no speed limits. Because when a celebrity name and a child are mentioned in the same viral sentence, the internet doesn't investigate, it accelerates. According to widely shared posts and circulating commentary, chatter began after people online claimed that during a church appearance, Junior may have been left unattended for a short period. That's the phrasing that started the wildfire. Left unattended, a phrase so loaded it doesn't walk into a conversation. It kicks the door open and demands a microphone. Now here's how viral controversy actually spreads, not from one verified report, but from layered repetition. A post gets shared, a reaction video adds emotion, a caption adds certainty, a stitch adds outrage. By the time it reaches mass visibility, the story has more seasoning than a cooking channel. Several individuals online, described in posts as church attendees or connected members, began sharing what they said they witnessed or heard. Important detail what they said. Because online eyewitness culture is powerful, persuasive, and occasionally powered by vibes instead of verification. Still, once those accounts entered the feed, engagement shot up like it found caffeine. Supporters immediately formed a defensive perimeter. They argued that short, context-free clips and secondhand descriptions can turn an ordinary moment into a scandal headline. Their position was that viral storytelling edits reality the way movie trailers edit films: maximum drama, minimum nuance. Critics responded with full emotional volume, saying that when supervision questions involve a child, even the possibility deserves serious concern and public discussion. No soft tone, no benefit of the doubt, straight to red alert energy, and just like that, the internet split into digital teams wearing invisible jerseys. No warm-up, no coin toss, just instant rivalry. Neutral voices tried to speak and got run over by opinion trucks with no brakes. Reaction: creators arrived like storm chasers with monetization enabled. Slow zooms, replay loops, freeze frames, red circles, yellow arrows, dramatic captions that read like movie posters. A 10-second clip got analyzed like it was classified intelligence footage. Some commentators started building timelines from fragments: first this, then this, after that this. The confidence was incredible. The sourcing was sometimes a repost of a repost of a repost with subtitles added by someone named Truth Seeker 247. The word unattended became the center of a linguistic cage match. People debated definitions like it was a championship round. Does unattended mean seconds, minutes, out of arm's reach, out of camera frame? The internet held a full philosophy conference without snacks. Parenting debates ignited instantly, and nothing online escalates faster than parenting arguments. Suddenly, thousands of commenters became certified guardians of global childcare standards. Every reply sounded like a lecture series titled Raising Children in the Age of Wi-Fi Judgment. Defenders kept repeating a key argument that absence of visible supervision in a short clip is not proof of actual neglect. They said cameras don't capture full environments and viral edits don't show full timelines. Their slogan was basically, missing footage is not missing care. Opponents pushed back, saying uncertainty is not reassurance and that public concern is valid when claims like this circulate. Their message was that discomfort is better than dismissal. Emotional logic versus contextual logic, both loud, neither yielding. Then meme culture arrived, because nothing escapes memification. Jokes about internet security footage experts and certified comment section detectives started spreading. Humor aimed at the outrage. Humor aimed at the defense. Equal opportunity sarcasm with zero seatbelts. Meanwhile, engagement numbers climbed like they found a jetpack. Shares multiplied. Duets stacked. Stitch chains grew longer than family group chats. Platforms love conflict the way fire loves oxygen. Some calmer creators attempted nuance, reminding viewers that viral claims are not legal findings and that eyewitness-style posts are not sworn testimony. They were immediately accused of taking sides, because asking for caution online is treated like betrayal. Location context added emotional voltage too, because when the setting is a church, expectations get upgraded to platinum level. People attach symbolic weight to the environment, which makes every claim feel heavier, louder, and more morally charged. Old unrelated clips started resurfacing because controversy triggers digital archaeology. Past moments get reinterpreted through present accusations. That's the internet's favorite retroactive sport narrative remixing. Live chat debates looked like verbal demolition derbies. Nobody replied, they prosecuted. Caps lock functioned like a siren. Emoji use reached theatrical levels. And, sitting quietly underneath the noise was one stubborn truth most people arguing had only seen fragments, captions, and reactions. But certainty was everywhere anyway. Online confidence does not require full information, only strong feelings and fast thumbs. Just when it seemed like the noise level might finally drop from airport runway to busy street, the internet grabbed a megaphone and upgraded the volume to stadium concert. Because phase 2 of viral controversy is never reflection, it's amplification with special effects and and dramatic narration, reaction videos started multiplying like they were being printed instead of uploaded. Every creator with a ring light and an opinion clocked in for duty. Titles got louder, thumbnails got redder, arrows got thicker, faces got more shocked. According to thumbnails alone, civilization had already collapsed twice before lunch. New commentary angles rolled in, not necessarily new facts, but new confidence. And confidence travels online like it has priority boarding. One creator argued, the claims were stretched beyond recognition by repost culture and outrage marketing. Another insisted multiple people repeating concern meant smoke must equal fire. A third said the real story was how fast audiences turn uncertainty into verdicts. Ironically, that take caused another argument. Then came the stitch chain reaction, people reacting to people reacting to people reacting. At one point you could watch 5 layers deep and still not reach the original clip. It was like digital archaeology in reverse. The closer you dig, the newer it gets. Posts labeled as coming from members or attendees kept circulating, but definitions stayed flexible. Online, a member can mean verified participant or someone who once parked nearby. Labels online stretch like sweatpants, extremely comfortable and not always precise. Debate panels popped up across live streams like emergency town halls, with unstable microphones, multiple speakers, maximum interruption. Everyone saying, "Let me finish," while never letting anyone else finish. It sounded like a debate show sponsored by Echo. Some commentators began framing the situation as a case study in viral escalation, how a claim becomes a conclusion through repetition. They explained how emotional topics plus recognizable names create outrage velocity. Half the viewers agreed, half accused them of deflecting. Balance gets glued online. Memes entered their second evolutionary form, sharper, more theatrical, more absurd. Fake security diagrams, joke courtroom sketches, edited choir reactions, parody breaking news alerts. The internet turned tension into comedy content at industrial speed. Meanwhile, defenders emphasized missing context again and again, saying short-form video creates long-form misunderstanding. They argued that camera angles don't equal reality. Angles. Their theme was simple: partial visibility is not full truth. Critics countered that public concern doesn't require perfect footage, only reasonable worry. Their stance was that when claims involve child supervision, discussion is justified even if details remain disputed. Emotional caution versus contextual caution, both convinced, neither quiet. The morality commentary wave reached full strength. Next, long posts, threaded lectures, community standards, social responsibility essays written in comment boxes with 3 typos and maximum passion. Everyone suddenly spoke like a panelist on a televised special called Ethics and We-Fi. Creators, who usually avoid drama, got dragged in by audience demand. Speak on this. Why are you silent? Your quiet is loud. The internet treats commentary like a required subscription service, auto-renewing algorithmically. The situation hit peak performance. Engagement surged. Shares stacked. Watch time ballooned. Nothing feeds platforms like unresolved emotional disagreement. Calm consensus is invisible. Loud division is featured. Then came the backlash to the backlash, users criticizing outrage culture itself. Posts saying social media over-accuses, overreacts, and overreaches, which triggered outrage from people outraged about outrage criticism. We reached meta outrage, the sequel nobody needed but everybody watched. Body language breakdown, creators entered the arena next. Gesture analysis, movement interpretation, posture psychology, freeze frames with dramatic narration. Apparently, every shoulder turn was now evidence of something profound. We turned pixels into prophecy. Speculation expanded outward too. People connected unrelated past moments into one long narrative thread like they were writing a cinematic universe timeline. Humans love patterns so much they invent them when supplies run low. What made the temperature stay high was emotional projection. Viewers weren't just reacting to the claim, they were reacting through personal experiences, fears, and values. Personal history turned into public judgment at scale. Some voices tried to introduce a radical concept: waiting for fuller timelines. waiting for verified sequences, waiting for direct clarification. The internet stepped over that idea and continued sprinting. Tone begins shifting though, and this always happens in later phases. Early reactions scream. Mid-cycle reactions argue. Late-cycle reactions position. Language became more strategic, more careful, more reputation-aware. Because by now, creators and commentators recognized something important. This was no longer just trending chatter. By the time this controversy hit its late stage, the conversation wasn't really about the original viral claim anymore. It was about perception gravity. That invisible force that decides how a name trends, how a narrative sticks, and how a moment turns into a label people keep reusing like a hashtag stamp. Because in the digital fame economy, reputation doesn't move like a careful courtroom case, it moves like a rumor on roller skates. Fast, loud, and slightly out of control. Public perception started reorganizing into hardened storylines. One version of the audience saw this as a classic case of viral exaggeration, a short, unclear moment inflated into a full scandal balloon by repost culture and outrage influencers. Another version saw it as a serious enough claim that public concern was justified no matter how incomplete the evidence might be. Two realities, one timeline, zero agreement, and once narratives form, they defend themselves like kingdoms. People stop asking questions and start defending conclusions. That's when debates stop being investigations and start being identity statements. Supporters leaned into the argument that viral accusations often outlive corrections. They pointed out how many past online firestorms were later clarified but never fully forgiven by search results. Their warning was simple: digital mud doesn't wash off, it archives. Critics stayed focused on accountability language. Their position was that visibility brings scrutiny, and scrutiny brings uncomfortable conversations whether welcomed or not. They argued that public figures don't get private citizen insulation when controversy knocks. Commentary creators shifted. Tone again, less explosion, more analysis theater. Longer videos, slower delivery, serious faces, titles with words like truth, breakdown, psychology, and what this means. Same drama, upgraded packaging, brand-safe voices stepped carefully, like they were walking across a floor made of legal disclaimers and sponsorship contracts. Every sentence came wrapped in protective bubble wrap, allegedly, reportedly, according to posts, based on claims. You could almost hear imaginary lawyers breathing easier. Audience fatigue mixed with curiosity, the internet's favorite emotional cocktail. People posted, "I'm tired of this," and then watched 3 more updates. Outrage exhaustion never reduces view counts, it just adds dramatic size. Another ripple effect appeared: broader debates about parenting under public surveillance. Where is the line between concern and intrusion? Between commentary and pylon? Between discussion and digital mobbing? Big questions answered instantly and loudly by people named Dragon King 92 and Softflippy Queen. Silence or perceived silence from directly involved voices became its own subplot. Online, quiet never stays neutral. It gets interpreted like abstract art. Some called it strategy. Some called it dismissal. Some called it legal caution. The truth could be any of those, but certainty never waits for confirmation. The long tail effect of viral allegations is rarely immediate cancellation, it's narrative tagging. A phrase gets attached to a name in algorithm memory. Months later someone says, "Wasn't that the church claim situation?" That's how digital association works, not explosion, but echo. Relationship dynamics and surrounding storylines got dragged back under the spotlight too. Because once controversy trends, adjacent history gets reopened like archive tabs. Old interviews, old live streams, old arguments. Everything becomes context after the fact. Some observers highlighted the core structural problem: the speed gap. Claims travel first class. Verification takes the bus. By the time clarity arrives, opinions have already bought property and built fences. And let's be honest, online controversy is not designed to discover truth. It's designed to generate engagement. It magnifies conflict, emotion, and uncertainty equally. Accuracy is welcome but not required for reach. behavioral shifts often follow storms like this. More careful wording, more controlled appearances, more deliberate phrasing. Not because guilt is proven, but because backlash teaches faster than coaching. Still, the audience never really wants final closure. Closure ends the series. Suspense renews it. People want the follow-up interview, the clarification clip, the unexpected reply, the twist ending. Resolution is less clickable than possibility. That's why stories like this rarely disappear. They hibernate, waiting for a related moment, a new clip, a stray comment to bring them back like a sequel nobody scheduled but everybody watches. If you study enough internet cycles, the pattern becomes obvious. Spark, reaction, division, meme, wave, analysis wave, fatigue, residual echo, then surprise callback when least expected. And make no mistake, this one has callback potential written in bold font. One future livestream mention could reload the entire debate like a saved file. Because viral controversy doesn't retire.it. Installs updates. And if you think this was the final chapter, you haven't met the algorithm, the undefeated heavyweight champion of sequels. And there you have it, one viral claim, one explosive timeline, and one reminder that the internet can turn a few seconds of uncertainty into a full season. Drama series with spin-offs, documentaries, and director's cuts. No judge, no jury, just we-fi, opinions, and people typing like their keyboards are on fire. Now I want your verdict in the comments, and don't give me the quiet scroll. Special. Do you think this whole situation got stretched like a clickbait headline on leg day? Or were the reactions justified based on what was being claimed and shared? Did the algorithm pour gasoline on confusion? Or did social media just do what it always does, go full siren mode before the facts finish tying their shoes? If you made it this far, don't just sit there like a buffering icon. Hit that like button like it insulted your favorite playlist. Smash it like it owes you back rent. Subscribe like your curiosity has a monthly payment plan. Turn on notifications so you don't show up late to the next controversy episode talking about "I just heard about this" when we already ran the replay twice. Because here, we don't ignore the drama, we dissect it, decode it, and drop it on the table with the volume turned all the way up. If it trends, erupts, or explodes across the timeline, it lands right here for full breakdown mode. Share this with that friend who claims they hate celebrity chaos but somehow knows every detail before sunrise. Yeah, that undercover drama analyst. Stay sharp, stay loud, stay subscribed. Fame Ripple.